So this strategy is to go over how to use the MACD. I get asked this question all the time. So pretty much what the MACD is moving average, convergence, divergence. However, I don't use it for divergence. Truth be told, I use it to determine when a pullback is happening in the market. And then from that point on, I set alerts to get either triggered in or not triggered in. Right? So sorry about that. So yes, so pretty much how to get the moving average, convergence, divergence. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the indicators, and then you just type in MACD, and it's going to be moving average, convergence, divergence. It's going to be the first one that you click on. So when you open it up, it's actually not going to look like this. It's going to look something like this. Well, I already have one open. Go set it back to default. Reset settings. So this is what it's going to look like, right? You're going to have your moving averages, and then you're going to have, the MACD. So the top that is green pretty much is a buy, and the bottom that is red is pretty much a sell. I'm just going to go ahead and set it the way that I normally have it. So I press the settings. For my histogram, the top is black, cells are blue, and I honestly take off the moving averages, and I don't do anything to my signal line. Save as default. So with the MACD, like I said, I use it to measure or catch pullbacks. I set alerts, and when I set my alerts, it notifies me when the pullback is happening, i.e. when it crosses over the zero line. I'll show you all how to set alerts a little bit later if you pay for a TradingView subscription. So as you all know, the market moves in waves, right? Let me go ahead and drop this right quick. You have your impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, break of structure. So now this will be our new correction, and then impulse. Assuming a bullish market, anytime that the impulse is happening, the MACD will be above the zero line. Anytime the correction is happening, the MACD will be below the zero line. So I'm going to say it one more time. Anytime the impulse, the push up in a bullish trend is happening, the MACD will be above the zero. Anytime the pullback is happening, the retracement, the MACD will be below the zero. So how do I add this into my trading? I add it into my trading something like this. Oh, delete. I'm trying to give you all simple strategies without making it being, drawn out. But I enter into the trade something like this. If I know that the market is, in a bullish trend, anytime I have my MACD alert me, that means I am entering in on the pullback, and this is going to be my ideal entry before the push up. Anytime the retracement happens, it's going to alert me on the MACD, and this is going to be my entry before the push up. Now I get asked, well, Les, how do I know when to enter? That is dependent on you. That is dependent on your strategy. Some people use Fibonacci. Some people use, 50% of the range that it left out of. Some people use order blocks. It's really just up to you. Me personally, I use order blocks. I am an intraday trader. I'm also sometimes a swing trader, and I sometimes scalp. It just depends on how I feel that morning and what my goals are and how far I'm off from my daily and weekly and monthly goal. So that's just dependent on you, on your entry strategy. Later on in my YouTube, I will go over entry strategies, but right now we're not going to go over that. The main concept for this is just to know in a bullish trend, when the MACD crosses below the 0, it is time to enter into that trend. It's the flip, the counter for that, when in a bearish trend, when the MACD crosses above the 0, it is time to start looking for ideal entries. And like I said again, right, or I've said before, past performance does not guarantee future results. You can't win every trade, right? That's just the reality of it. So this is just something in your toolkit, especially if you're someone that has issues seeing pullbacks. This is a good tool that you can utilize that will help you, right? So I'm going to type it on the screen one more time, or once. Assuming bullish trend, MACD crosses below 0 line, that signifies a pullback. Bearish trend, bullish trend, bearish trend, MACD crosses above 0 line, that signifies a pullback. So if the MACD in a bullish trend crosses below the 0 line, that signifies a pullback. If the MACD in a bearish trend, as in it's going down, and it crosses above the 0 line, that signifies a pullback. Now, if you pay for TradingView, how do you set your alerts? What you're going to do, you're going to click on these 3 dots, and you're going to click Add Alert to MACD, right? MACD, that's going to be your condition. Your histogram is going to be the condition. Crossing is going to be the condition. Don't touch anything. The only 2 things that you will change on here is the value. Put that to 0, absolute 0. And then you're going to hit once per bar close. So for once your per bar close, the alert will trigger every time the condition is met. So if you do not click once your bar close, you will literally get alerts like every hour on the hour, or every 30 minutes on the 30-minute dot, or every 15 minutes on the 15 minutes, whatever time frame you so choose to put the MACD on, and it will get annoying as heck. So I do not suggest any other condition but this, once per bar close. You can put whatever notes you want to put inside here. Usually I have like MACD crossing, and then hit create. Now your alert is good and set. And anytime it is triggered, it will literally notify you. I have a lot of alerts, but it will notify you when your alert is triggered so that you can start looking for those ideal entries. So if I know I'm in a bullish trend and it alerts me that my MACD crossed, and I look and I see some blue, I know that this is a pullback. I need to be looking for an entry. Right now, EU is bearish. You know, it has broken minor structure. So anytime EU crosses above the 0 line, I'm looking for entries, and I look for entries with other confluences. So like prime example, this week, the week of June 7th, EU crossed up right here. My confluence to take this short was, it was a trend line bounce. It boom crossed up right here again, trend line bounce. Boom, crossed up right here again. I got in on this neckline because this is a double top. Boom. So those are my 3 EU short positions. take profit, that's dependent on you. Some people aim for the lows, some people use their fibs, some people use 50% mitigation. That's just on you. But this is just how I incorporate the MACD into my strategy. Later on in my YouTube videos, I'll go over potential how to use the MACD to get into order blocks, how to use the MACD to trade supply and demand, how to use the MACD to just trade different things, different strategies. I don't believe in withholding information, because I remember when my journey was starting Forex, I looked to so many resources to try to help me and I couldn't find anything. So I am a giver. I'm not selfish. I'm extremely selfless. I will get my money in the market. I will get my blessing in the market. So hopefully this can help somebody. Hopefully I drop some gems. Incorporate this into your trading. This is just a way that I trade, a way that helps me see the market from time to time. All right, have a blessed one. No intro, no outro, just straight heat.